This Saturday in Loveland. They're going to be playing for a lot more than a win.
Because this just happens to be the Pot of Gold game, a night devoted to raising money for someone going through hard times. As Denver 7 photojournalist Major King shows us, this year the community is taking care of an entire family.
Colin Romito and his little brother Caleb are working the Xbox like so many kids. 18-year-old brother Dominic
Dolly D. Jones for filming.
Is test piloting Freedom.
That's when I got in a wheelchair, was when I turned 14.
It's gradual, it's progressive. They have trouble with stairs.
Ever since then, I'm 18 now, so I've been in a wheelchair 4 years.
In this view from above, their home looks like a good place to be.
What we're looking for is the larger hallways.
If your family is normal.
A wider door that they can go straight into.
But as you can tell, the Romito family is not.
He played t-ball and he was running a lot slower than the other kids. I knew we needed to figure out what was going on. Something wasn't right.
Their oldest son, Dominic, just 6 at the time, diagnosed with Duchenne muscular dystrophy.
And he said, Mr. Romito, Mrs. Romito, there's nothing we can do for you. There's no treatment, there's no cure.
With Colin just a year old and Caleb still in the womb, their test of faith soon tripled.
We're sorry, but the other two also have Duchenne muscular dystrophy. So
to cope, Richard started a nonprofit, the Romito Foundation.
I think it was a way for me to deal with what was going on and how to deal with it and how to understand it.
Congratulations. His efforts earned him a 7 Everyday Hero Award. The family sold their 2-story home and rented a 1-level ranch. They bought 2 used vans to get their kids to school and to doctor's appointments.
They have modified schedules, so when Colin gets picked up by the bus.
But as the kids lost mobility, a problem they could not solve.
As the progression continues, the boys lose their loss of their arms, the muscles. And when that happens, they are just a human mass and they can't grab onto my neck anymore.
I can't provide some of their basic care because they're heavy, they're hard to lift,
A lifting device known as a Hoyer would help.
And then you lift them back up and then you move it back out.
But it just doesn't fit.
Do you even use this in the house?
We haven't used it at all. We can't use it. There's no room for us to use it in our home right now.
The Romitos need a new residence.
We really need this. I want my kids to have a home that's not full of obstacles, that they can just go right into their bedroom and not feel like they're hitting walls or can't get into a room.
I want them to be able to feel they can do what they want. They can move through the house as if they were walking and not worry about banging into things.
It's about dignity to do the basic things in life most of us take for granted.
And have the freedom to be independent as long as they can. They want to be independent.
In Meade, Major King, Denver 7.